said, we need Cowboys Nation to go and help and tweet to get bro here. We need everyone to know.
I know.
We need to put it on notice. We need to get bro to Dallas.
I always wanted to be with my brother. That's the thing. He knows that though. So he's playing on the heartstrings a little bit. And, Cowboy Nation loves him so much.
Do you like Cowboy Nation?
It's weird because I grew up a Cowboys fan. I followed the Cowboys because of my brother and all that. But I wasn't a fan of them when I first got in the league or nothing. But I have a kind of a reason to root for him now.
So y'all talk about it a lot.
All the time.
Together.
All the time. It's a goal of mine for sure.
So he wants you to come to the Cowboys. What would that be like playing with him, you think?
It'd be fun. I feel like we talk a lot of shit, but you'll just see us every day. My brother's kind of like a quiet person, so he doesn't talk to too many people. So that's probably part of the reason why he wants me there, because he has probably like a couple friends. Do
you see the Kelsey brothers right now, and you're like, man, we could be that?
Yeah, in the perfect world, I know he said all the time, we'll be on the same team playing in the Super Bowl. But, if anything, we'll play against each other. If not, I'll take it any way I can get it.
Yeah, do you think it's more likely y'all play together or against each other in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. We'll see.
What up, good people of the blogosphere? It's Coffee. Tapping back in with some more NFL talk, man. And Stefon Diggs responding to his brother, Trayvon, lobbying for all the Cowboys fans to talk Stefon in to coming over to Dallas with him. It's kind of funny because this isn't the first time that Trayvon was hitting the news a lot and throwing these narratives out there about Stefon Diggs coming and playing with his brother in Dallas. Now, you heard him, right? Of course, that's a goal of his. It's his brother. He loves him. That'd be a dream, a goal to at some point play with his brother. And, he grew up a Cowboys fan, rooting for them. But, when he got in the league, he's not really a Cowboys fan. But it's like, he's slick, like I said, because when this happened last time around was when Stefon Diggs had tweeted some things and stuff like that everyone was taking notice of last season before he got that big extension, that big deal with the Bills. And it was funny because then when Stefon turned around and signed the deal, Trayvon was right there, one Bills drive in Western New York with him. And it's interesting, the social media and different narratives and stuff like that play into storylines at times. And, these guys have fun doing this. Some of these dudes really got some extra character with them. But, the Bills are not going to trade Stefon Diggs. But I really feel like this story, Trayvon Diggs going on that podcast and making all those comments. And then we saw the heartbreaking way, again, that my Buffalo Bills, not everyone who hears this, maybe Bills Mafia, but the way my squad season ended was heartbreaking. We saw Stefon Diggs, upset in his feelings. Him and Josh Allen on the sidelines having some words. He threw his hands up in the air, throw me the ball, this, that, and the third. That with this, what we got being talked about here is enough to kind of keep pushing those narratives. Like, maybe Stefon will want out of Buffalo and force his way out and force his way into a trade. Obviously, front office and teams are who make decision on transactions and personnel and whatnot. But, let's be honest. We have seen players at times just force their way out of contracts or force their way into trades one way or another just by sitting out or refusing to show up. But that's not going to happen in Buffalo. I don't think so, not at all. I really think Stefon Diggs wants to get that ring with the Bills. But, he was frustrated. Back-to-back seasons, our loss against KC, who obviously went on to win the Super Bowl. We had their number, beat them in regular season. We beat them in regular season last year as well and lost in the playoffs. But, in that playoff game, he was held to very low numbers. And then against the Bengals, same thing. But that's just their competitive side, man. I don't think anything's going to happen other than Stefon is going to keep grinding it out with Josh Allen and his, other fellow Bills teammates and get that ring next year. This is still an elite team at the end of the day. But this is interesting, and I think Trayvon's having fun with this. And maybe even Stefon, too. He might get a kick out of this. But I don't know. I don't see it happening. You guys let me know what you think. And then in other news, man, I don't know if you guys caught this. Damar Hamlin, obviously, once again, one of the most horrific things we ever saw on a football field, who has recovered. I don't, know that he'll ever be playing football again. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know if you think he'll be back out there. But he was at the Super Bowl sitting with Roger Goodell, which was interesting to see, him getting FaceTime with the commish, pulling up to the game together. But Adrian Peterson took issue with the jacket that he's wearing. And if you look at it, it has like Jesus on it, but it's almost like a cartoon character that kind of looks like SpongeBob SquarePants in a way, with like the crown of thorns and everything. I guess the designer is Takashi Murakami. I'm not a real designer type dude or whatever, but Adrian Peterson did not like this at all. He said it was blasphemous. You should be thanking God, and that it's disrespectful. And, the internet ran wild. I missed this. Again, ever since the Bills lost, I haven't been paying any attention to football. But, a lot of fans were like, yo, DM him, get in the DMs, etc. And I guess Adrian Peterson caught up with the media and said, hey, we talked. I don't think he was coming from anywhere malicious and meant to be disrespectful. But at the end of the day, he still thinks it was foul, that he shouldn't have wore it. But I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I wonder if we'll get some comments, because AP did say, hey, I'm not the one to judge, but I just ain't fucking with this. But I bet you, I don't know. We'll see what people say in the comments. I won't even say it. But hey, I'm surprised no one's been talking about how Damar Hamlin showed his face. You guys remember all those crazy crackpot conspiracies that he was a clone. Hey, what happened? We heard all the talk when the theories were going on, but since he done showed his face, like, has anyone been saying anything about it since? I don't know. But that's going to do it on this one, guys. Jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. The Diggs brothers, AP, Damar Hamlin, the jacket. What's your thoughts about that? Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. J Coffee Talk. Videos dropping all the time. We talk music, news, sports, and much more. And I'm up out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.